A little girl walks into a hospital, clutching a newborn baby in her trembling arms. She's only 10 years old. No one knows who she is, where she came from, or why she's alone. When the truth finally comes out, even the most seasoned doctors are left speechless. What happened and how was this possible? Listen to today's story until the end to find out, and please share where you're listening from. The sun was just beginning to rise when the automatic doors of San Rafael General Hospital swung open. Nurse Rosa Delgado, seasoned and composed after 15 years in emergency care, stood at the front desk, sipping her too-hot coffee and reviewing the night shift files. Another routine morning, or so she thought. Suddenly, the soft patter of small feet caught her attention. She looked up and froze. A little girl, no more than 10, stepped into the hospital. Her brown hair was a tangled mess, and her clothes, a simple cotton t-shirt and shorts, looked thrown on in a hurry. But what truly stopped Rosa in her tracks was what the girl was cradling in her arms, a tiny baby wrapped in a hospital blanket. "Oh my God," Rosa whispered. She moved quickly from behind the counter. "Are you okay, sweetheart?" The girl didn't answer at first. Her arms trembled around the bundle. Her eyes were wide, fearful. Finally, she spoke. I was told to come here." Rosa knelt beside her. "You're safe now. Can I see what you're carrying?" Gently, Rosa peeled back the edge of the blanket. A newborn, only hours old, slept soundly. "Marisol," Rosa called to a younger nurse entering the lobby. "I need help, now." Marisol Vega hurried over, her eyes widening. "Oh my God, call Dr. Morales and bring a stretcher." As Rosa knelt in front of the girl, she spoke softly. "What's your name, sweetie?" "Sophia," the girl replied, almost inaudibly. "Sophia, you're incredibly brave. Can you tell me what happened?" Sophia looked down at the baby in her arms. "I woke up and he was there. It hurts." Rosa's heart sank. Dr. Adrian Morales arrived just as Marisol brought the stretcher. Rosa updated him quickly. "Girl is about 10, brought a newborn. She says she's in pain." "Hi, Sophia," Dr. Morales said kindly. "We're going to take care of both you and the baby. Is it okay if we help you lie down?" Sophia looked scared. "You won't take him away, will you?" "No," Dr. Morales said gently. "He'll stay with you. We just want to help." In the examination room, they carefully moved Sophia onto a hospital bed. Rosa stayed by her side. "Do you have any family we can call?" she asked. Sophia shook her head. "I don't know. I don't want them to be mad." Dr. Morales nodded. "That's okay. You're here now. That's what matters." They examined the newborn. "It's a boy," Rosa murmured. "Looks like he's only a few hours old," said Dr. Morales. "We need to run tests." "What's his name, Sophia?" Rosa asked gently. Sophia looked at the baby. "Can I name him?" "Of course." After a moment, she whispered, "Emmanuel. Like God with us." A social worker, Teresa Dominguez, arrived at the hospital, her expression a blend of professionalism and compassion. She was accompanied by child psychologist Dr. Elena Castillo, a calm, empathetic woman with a gentle voice and decades of experience helping children process trauma. The two women approached Sophia's room with quiet urgency, knowing that what they were about to uncover could change the course of a young girl's life. Upon entering, Teresa leaned forward with a warm smile. "Hi, Sophia. My name is Teresa, and this is Dr. Castillo. We're here to talk with you, to listen, and to help you and baby Emmanuel. Is it okay if we ask you a few questions?" Sophia nodded hesitantly. Dr. Castillo leaned in slightly. "You're very brave, Sophia. Can you tell us who you live with?" "My mom and my stepfather," Sophia answered in a quiet, strained voice. "Do you know where they are now?" Teresa asked gently. Sophia's eyes welled with tears. "They'd be mad. It was supposed to be a secret," she whispered, clutching Emmanuel a little tighter. Dr. Castillo placed a hand gently on Sophia's arm. "You haven't done anything wrong, sweetheart. None of this is your fault. We just want to understand how we can help." The tension in the room thickened as Sophia trembled. Tears began to fall. "My stepfather, he came into my room, and then the baby was there. I didn't understand. I didn't know what to do." Silence followed her words like a shadow. Even the monitors in the room seemed to hush. Rosa instinctively reached for Sophia's hand, holding it tightly, her own eyes glassy with emotion. No one spoke, but every heart in the room shattered a little. Dr. Castillo finally spoke, her voice filled with conviction. "Thank you for telling us, Sophia. That was very brave. You're not alone anymore." Outside, legal and medical teams gathered in a small conference room, just off the main pediatric wing. Detective Marco Salinas, tall and composed despite the storm brewing around them, addressed the team. "We've confirmed the identity of the stepfather," he said firmly. "We're issuing an arrest warrant immediately. Based on the girl's account and the preliminary medical findings, we have enough to move forward." Social worker Teresa Dominguez leaned forward. "What about the mother?" "We've started a search," Salinas replied. "Neighbors reported seeing her recently, but she hasn't returned home since Sophia came to the hospital. There's concern she may be hiding, or worse, deliberately avoiding us." Dr. Elena Castillo, arms crossed, added quietly, "If she allowed this to happen or turned a blind eye, we'll need to consider negligence or complicity. Either way, she's not fit to care for Sophia or the baby." The goal was no longer just investigation. It was to protect Sophia and baby Emmanuel at all costs. Inside, Rosa stayed with Sophia and baby Emmanuel. The girl's bond with the baby was undeniable. She helped feed him, change his diaper, and sang softly to him when he cried. "Will he stay with me?" Sophia asked one evening. Rosa hesitated. "We'll do everything we can to keep you together, sweetheart." The next day, a foster parent arrived, Isabel Herrera. With warmth and grace, she sat beside Sophia. "My husband and I would love to welcome you and Emmanuel into our home. You wouldn't be separated." Sophia looked unsure. "I want to keep him safe. You can help take care of him. But you can also be a kid again. We'll help you with both." Isabel showed her pictures of their sunflower garden. Sophia's eyes lit up. "I like sunflowers." That evening, Sophia asked Rosa, "Do you think I'm a bad person for wanting to keep Emmanuel?" Rosa shook her head. "Not at all. You're a loving, brave girl, and he's lucky to have you." As night fell, the hospital room no longer felt sterile. It was filled with color, drawings, and the quiet presence of love. Staff came in to say hello. A photo album arrived with pictures of Sophia and Emmanuel. A stuffed bear sat beside the crib. Dr. Morales spoke to her before bedtime. "We'll take it one step at a time. But you and Emmanuel, you're not alone anymore." The next morning, a quiet knock on the pediatric wing's conference room door marked the arrival of news that everyone had been anxiously waiting for. Detective Marco Salinas stepped in. "We have confirmation," he said gravely. Sophia's stepfather was taken into custody late last night. He was found trying to cross state lines, likely fleeing once he realized the police were involved. He didn't resist arrest, but he refused to speak. "We're preparing formal charges." Teresa Dominguez, the social worker, leaned forward, concern still written all over her face. "And the mother?" Detective Salinas shook his head. "Still missing. We've canvassed the neighborhood. Some say they haven't seen her since Sophia came here. Others believe she may be purposely evading authorities. At this point, given the evidence and her failure to protect Sophia, we're moving forward to recommend that custody be revoked." "It's heartbreaking," Dr. Elena Castillo added softly, her voice tight with emotion. "A mother's absence in such a crucial moment. Sophia deserves so much better." Back in her room, Sophia sat silently for a moment, absorbing it. "So, he's gone?" Rosa nodded. "Yes, sweetheart, he can't hurt you anymore. And we're doing everything to find your mom, but right now, we're focusing on keeping you and Emmanuel safe." When told, Sophia whispered, "Can we go to Mrs. Herrera's house soon?" "Once you're strong enough," Rosa said. "She's already picking out books for you." Later that night, after feeding Emmanuel, Sophia looked up. "Do you think he'll forget me one day?" "Never," Rosa said softly, "and we'll make sure of that." As Sophia and Emmanuel slept under the soft hospital lights, Rosa sat nearby, watching over them. This was just the beginning, but they were no longer facing it alone. A new family, made of strangers who chose to love, was forming in the quiet shadows of pain. And this time, they would be protected. What would you have done if you were in the doctor's shoes, or even in Sophia's? Have you heard of any such cases in real life? Abuse and incidents as such are often kept quiet inside families, but these little children should have a voice and should not have to go through it. Please let us know in the comments.